From the John C. Hench Production Arts Studio in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Dawn McClure and Marcella Gillen. The news with Gerard Taylor and Haley Fichter. And a Midstate reporting team. Sports with Brett Travalis. Brandon Johnson is on the beat. Shane Fryer takes us about town. Get Real with Bob Hallberg. Let's Eat with Simone Buckner. We go in the spotlight with Savannah Jones. Street Team with Justin Rustano and Allison Barkley. Elizabeth Scoville brings us State of the Arts. I'm your announcer, Simon Daniels. Now, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, gang.
Welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Dawn McClure.
And I'm Kayla Neitz.
Well, welcome, Kayla. I know you're new to the show, but
yes.
It's a pleasure having you. So,
Thank you.
What's going on locally? I know you just went to the Pumpkin Fest, correct?
I did. It was actually very, very cool.
Okay.
They had pumpkin decorating. Some of them were really good. Some of them were not so good. But they actually had someone who decorated the pumpkins, like the little minions from Despicable Me.
Right.
It was very cool. They had
Nice.
some pumpkin donuts, which were delicious.
Okay.
They also had pumpkin ice cream, which I myself did not try, but my friend did, and she said that it was to die for.
That
so
sounds
I'm
interesting.
thinking I'm going to have to go back to try that.
Right. Okay. Now, wait. When you went, did you get some kind of a pumpkin for Halloween? Because you know that'll be rolling around soon.
I did not. I thought it was a little early to jump into the pumpkin decorating.
True.
I figured I'd pace myself so that it didn't go bad before it was time to, set it out for decoration.
Okay. Also happening local things around here. We have a local team that just won. His name is Fiction. He's from Peoria, and he just won So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes.
So we wanted to give a shout out to, Fiction and his family, bringing great new, dance skills to Peoria.
Right.
So that's all. That's always a big
Very
thing.
cool.
Also, and also locally, we have a local person here. He's from Bradley University, who is an up-and-coming rapper, and he did a video.
Yes.
From Bradley, for Bradley University. So that was amazing, And there's also been a lot of other things going on in Central Illinois.
Let's check in with the news team to see what they have for us this week.
This time, I gotta say, I can't. Good evening, I'm Stephen Gothals.
And I'm Danielle Hayimski. Now let's take a look at the news. A Toulon driver was sentenced 12 years in prison on Monday in connection with a fatal accident that left 3 of his classmates dead nearly 2 years ago. Morgan Blakey was charged with reckless homicide and an aggravated DUI after prosecutors claim he inhaled the contents of an aerosol dust cleaning product, causing him to lose consciousness before the crash that took the life of 3 Stark County high school students.
The state of Illinois has reported a recent boost in job numbers that Governor Pat Quinn is taking credit for. In an effort to combat Illinois' anti-business climate and encourage foreign investment, Quinn has traveled outside United States borders to Japan to meet with Midwest governors and Japanese executives. However, experts from the Illinois Chamber of Commerce attribute the rise in numbers to Illinois' natural attraction as an international business hub, given its central location, international airport, and heavy concentration of foreign national consulates located in Chicago. Approximately 20% of the state gross product relies on international trade.
2 Central Illinois teachers were named finalists in the Illinois State of Board Education's annual Those Who Excel Educator Recognition Program. Carrie Myers of Brimfield Grade School and John Berman of Normal Community West High School will have the chance of being named the 2013 Illinois Teacher of the Year. The final announcement will be on Saturday, October 19th, during a banquet held at the Bloomington Normal Marriott Hotel and Conference Center in Normal. The winner will go on to represent the state of Illinois at the NASA Space Camp and serve on the Council of Chief State of School Officers National Teacher of the Year program.
Some local music talent has been starting to make waves on the internet.
Justin Rustiniano has the story.
One Your Night in Peoria is the new viral video that is sweeping the internet, which was written and performed by Josiah Williams, a senior theater arts major at Bradley University.
I was contacted by Bradley's marketing department, and they wanted to create a song that would appeal to the freshmen specifically about where to go in Peoria outside of Bradley. So the original concept was Beyond Bradley.
With over 20,000 views in 2 weeks, Josiah has become a Bradley celebrity, being recognized on campus and contacted by alumni.
A lot of people are saying that they enjoyed the song, they enjoyed the composition and the lyrics. A lot of alumni are responding and saying, it actually made me miss Peoria, and made me want to come back.
Josiah has previously opened for Chance the Rapper, a famous underground hip-hop artist.
Chance has worked with a lot of some of my favorite artists, so yeah, they told me that was going to happen, and ever since then I've just been getting ready for it, and it was a great show.
This was the largest live audience that Josiah has ever performed in front of.
I definitely felt more connected with the audience than I ever have. A lot of people started to follow me on Twitter, and there's been constant feedback from it, and people actually are supporting the music because of it.
Be sure to check out Josiah's latest venture, his new EP.
My next project will be The Monday After 2, which releases on November 11th via GetRightMusic.com.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Justin Restaino.
Thanks, Justin. Now here's Brent with sports.
Thanks, Danielle. The IHSA is in full swing as the high school football season has begun. Peoria High School edged out Almond High of Rock Island in their season opener last weekend. The Lions trailed 17-12 at half, but Peoria made a big third quarter push and held out Almond in the fourth for a thrilling 38-36 victory. The Lions will go on the road and face crosstown rivals Manual High next week. The Bradley University men's soccer team participated in the Nike Invitational in Las Vegas, Nevada this past week. The UNLV Rebels held their own as they played host to the Braves. UNLV forward Rodrigo Fuentes held Deal Bradley their first loss of the season as he added 2 goals in a minute span to ice the game in a 4-1 victory. Despite a valiant effort, the Braves dropped the second game as well, coming up just short in a 3-2 loss to Cal Riverside. The Braves now take a 3-game road trip before returning home at the end of the month. Finally, the defending Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks returned to training camp this week. Led by goal scorers Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane, as well as goalie Corey Crawford, who will be carrying a new 6-year contract extension into the season, the Blackhawks will look to repeat here in 2013. That's it for sports. Back to you, Danielle.
Thanks, Brent. We've all received a unique gift at least once in our lives. But how about receiving a 6-clawed lobster as one? That was the case for a Maine State Aquarium located in West Boothbay Harbor last week. Captain Peter Brown and lobsterman Richard Figueredo hauled the 4-pound lobster named Lola to the coast of Massachusetts, where officials of the museum diagnosed the lobster as having a rare genetic mutation causing her claw deformity. Lola has a normal claw on her right side and 5 smaller ones on her left. It is arranged like a human hand. Managers say Lola will soon be available for public viewing and placed with other lobsters experiencing bizarre color deficiencies.
Well, I think I'd rather have 5 fingers than 5 claws. But that's just me.
Well, that's it for the news. I'm Brent Javalis.
I'm Stephen Gothals.
And I'm Danielle Haimski. Have a great night and join us next week.
That's crazy.
Thanks, news team.
All right, so let's talk about some, things that's been happening nationally. Well, first, I would like to give a shout out to Josiah Williams. He's doing an amazing thing. That video was great.
Very good.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes, and also, with the whole, I guess, entertainment world. First, with sports, Brent talked about sports, and there's been a lot of talk across the nation about if college athletes should get paid. What do you think about that?
In my opinion, they're already being paid in a way because they are having, a lot of times, a full ride to the college. They're getting their books paid for and things like that. And there's a lot of really bright kids who don't actually get that opportunity because they're not necessarily in the sports realm.
Very true.
But,
very true.
I don't know. I don't think other additional payment is really necessary for that.
And I would definitely agree with that, just for the simple fact that there are so many students who are taking out huge loans or working multiple jobs. I mean, what else do you need? And you're not a professional yet. You're supposed to be trained to become a professional, yes. And also, coming up next, with entertainment and sports, athletes are starting to be looked at as an entertainment world.
Sure.
And with so much entertainment happening around us, what else would you have?
Well, speaking of entertainment, what do you think the whole twerking this dance they call twerking.
With the Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
I'm assuming you are talking about. I don't know. It was a little out of control, but
I would agree.
You know, within the entertainment world, there's also many movies that has been coming out recently.
Let's check in with Haley to see what movie she has found for us.
Attention, John Harrison. This is Captain Hikaru Sulu of the USS Enterprise. A shuttle of highly trained officers is on its way to your location. If you do not surrender to them immediately,
the movie focuses on how the Enterprise finds an unstoppable force of terror from within their own organization. Captain Kirk, played by Chris Pine, leads a manhunt to a war-zone world to capture this one-man weapon of mass destruction. Their nemesis, Khan, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, tries desperately to get revenge on the people that have his crew and kill anyone who gets in the way. Director J.J. Abrams explains how he is so excited just to be involved in a movie series like Star Trek.
Again, I feel very lucky that I got to be involved in something that has meant so much to so many people. You can't please everybody all the time, but we did the best we could to tell a story that was funny and exciting and surprising and full of adventure, that tried to honor the things that came before it, but also blaze a new trail.
Captain Kirk shows his serious side and doesn't give Khan any leeway in this dramatic scene.
You are a criminal. I watched you murder innocent men and women. I was authorized to end you. And the only reason why you are still alive is because I am allowing it. So shut your mouth.
All right, thanks for that great new clip of the Star Trek movie, you know.
So speaking of local things in Peoria and such, what is going on with the Black Expo?
Okay, the Black Expo is also called the Black Expo World Fest or whatnot, you know, and pretty much what it is, it started, it just recently passed, but there were still a lot of things that, it was great. Pretty much you can go there, anybody was welcome, and they had things for women to go and get breast mammograms. They had students and teachers out there of how to apply for scholarships. There was also things where you can learn how to apply for jobs or if people were hiring. It had a mixture of everything, and I know it started on this past Friday. And with that happening on Friday, they had an illusionist opening act.
Very cool.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like with tricks or...
I've seen a hypnotist before.
Oh, how was that?
It was very cool. You know, I don't know if I believe the whole thing, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. So.
Right, you know, right. But also what I wanted to touch on basis too, with the weather around here, you know, it's been very dry in the area. And a lot of our farmers.
Anything, really.
Not a lot of rain, and so a lot of the farmers are feeling the drought as well, as far as beans and things like that. So, but you know, there's a lot of other things to do in our Peoria area.
Let's see what Shane found for us in About Town.
Hey, Shane Fryer here, and for this season of Midstate, I'll be showing you some of the best people and places to see in Peoria. So follow me as your host for About Town. This week on About Town, I went to Jillian's, a sports grill that's the perfect place for friends and family to hang out. Social media coordinator Paul Desney has been at Jillian's for about 3 years and absolutely loves it.
Yeah, actually, it's a really big multimedia entertainment center. Yeah, we do everything from corporate parties, which is a huge part of our business, to birthday parties, wedding rehearsals. We've done even bar mitzvahs where we've risen the chair up in the bowling alley and had a great time up there. So. We have a restaurant, dining room, bar, bowling area, just multiple venues.
Unlike most sports grills, Jillian's actually has something to do for all ages.
I think it's a great place for like friends and family to come to, just because we're so able to cater to different areas. You know, we got the game center over there where people can hang out with their families. We have the bar, which is divided, so you know the older crowd can come in. And if they want to do their own thing at separate times, it kind of gives everybody something to have fun and be entertained by.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Shane Fryer.
Thanks, Shane. Now, Don, what do you know about foreign countries?
Okay. Well, you know, there's a lot of foreign countries.
Yes.
No. But recently in the news, I know there's been a lot of Syria talk. So that's where a lot of my focus has been and whatnot. But as far as foreign countries, I think if I wanted to travel somewhere else, I've always kind of wanted to go to, I I can't say that. How about you? Let's.
I personally have always wanted to travel to Italy or Spain or something like that. I am very interested in learning Spanish. I'm thinking about adding a double major in it.
Nice.
So I'm really hoping to go there as a study abroad program or something like that, so that I can, be fluent. And
that's amazing, because my thoughts was nowhere near academic at all. So but yes. With going to a foreign country, I guess that's a good thing to definitely go and try to learn language and learn culture.
Yeah, it definitely makes it easier to go there, for
sure. And learning culture is a huge thing. I think within America, we have a tendency to basically be so stuck on ourselves and being, the American dream.
Not even thinking about that somebody else does it completely different
Exactly, way. And that has been a lot of talk within our nation recently about how America sees ourselves and if we should be considering ourselves exceptional versus everyone else, So I think that's huge, and I think that's very commendable that you would want to go and do that.
Thank you.
As far as food, I'm not big on food and learning about or tasting,
See, I love it. I could go anywhere and taste test. That's I'm all about it.
Oh, nice. See, and I'm not at all.
Okay.
I'm a vegetarian, if you did not know.
I did not. It's very interesting.
So I think it would be very limiting. Like my best friend, he's in China. He wants me to come and visit him. But I'm not a fan of Chinese food. I would try it, but that's very rude to spit out food.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But I'm not opposed to it. So, but college can be an exciting time, and there are many different ways you can spend your time.
Let's see what's happening with Street Team.
Hi, my name is Don McClure, and today's theme is How Things Get Lost in Translation, and we're going to see what our Bradley students know about other countries. In Japan, this cartoon about some crazy birds is called Naughty Ducks.
Oh, Angry Birds.
No.
You mean Daffy Duck?
Naughty Ducks Dreams Adventures? DuckTales?
Yes. Italy. This reality show is called The New Jersey Life of Macaroni Rascals. What is this popular reality show called in America?
Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Jersey Shore.
In France, this sweet treat is referred to as Dad's beard. What is it called in America?
I know this. A sweet treat. Ice cream.
Cotton candy?
Mm-hmm. In Germany, this popular board game is referred to as Don't Be Mad, Man. What is it called in America?
Clue?
Sorry? Sorry? Sorry.
Sorry?
Yes.
Oh!
From Midstate Magazine, I'm Don McClure. All right, thanks, Street Team. So, obviously, asking about what other things we know, but what do you know about playing instruments?
I actually have done a little bit of everything.
Really?
Yes, my mom was the type of person that never got the opportunities to learn new instruments, so I have done the French horn, I have done the piano, I have done the guitar, I have been in voice lessons.
Wow.
So I've just dabbled in a little bit of all the arts here, and I actually never stuck with any of them except for voice.
Okay, so if you had to pick, which one is your favorite?
Definitely voice.
Voice?
For sure. I love it. It's just a good way for me to relax.
Okay.
I would never necessarily perform.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I cut you off right there because I knew where you were going with that. No, I'm not gonna be performing. I'm a in the shower type of gal. I sing my little diddlies right there and nowhere else, so that's where it stops.
Probably, the steam kind of loosens you up,
exactly,
so it helps the voice project.
That's right.
Well, I have also had a few things. I definitely grew up and I played the saxophone and the drums, and then I did that quite through high school, and then after that I got interested in acting. So then I, which a lot of people don't know, I took 3 years of tap dance.
Really?
Yeah. I had an agent. She was like, "You need to do yada yada," and then I took some voice as well. So yeah. So I've done a few things and try to keep myself open, and it's always a great way to see what local talent can do.
Definitely.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Brooke Janes. Today on the show, I have Eli Rocco. He is a guitarist and junior here at Bradley University. Welcome to the show, Eli.
Hey, Brooke. What's up?
So, you're going to play guitar for us today?
Yeah, I'm going to play some guitar.
Yeah, are you going to sing it all?
Yeah, I'm going to play and sing. Yeah, I'm going to play and sing.
Cool. How long have you been playing?
About 3 months.
3 months only?
Yeah. I picked it up because there's a bunch of songs I listen to on my iPod, and figure, you know, why can't I just play that, you know, and expand my musical horizons.
Yeah, good for you for just going after it.
Yeah.
Nice. Who are some of your musical influences?
George Michael. I love George Michael. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Bach. I love Bach. A little Baroque. But, you know, in contemporary-wise, I really like alternative indie, you know, so I guess Jack Johnson, Cartel, you know, a band I really like.
Sure.
And just, you know, a bunch of other ranging from the 80s to alternative 90s, I guess.
Cool, wide range. Do you write songs at all?
No, unfortunately. I've tried, failed. I just, you know, I guess I have to practice at that. It's something I have to work with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna perform for us today, not a song that you wrote.
No.
What will you be performing today?
The song tonight will be Thin Air by Cartel.
Okay.
It was written by the singer Will Pugh, I believe. Well, don't quote me on that. But Will Pugh, he's the one that sings it in the band, and he usually he's amazing, and I look up to him a lot. Yeah.
Perfect, well, let's hear it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're leaving all of this behind, off to see the world, and there you'll find I've been waiting here now all of this time. You could have had it all, but you lied. You could have had it all. The smoke it never cleared, and now you've gone and disappeared into thin air. You vanished like a ghost tangled in despair, searching for a reason. Now you're leaving all of this behind, off to see the world, and there you'll find I've been waiting here now all of this time. You could have had it all, but you were blind. We could have had it all.
was lovely. You should definitely stick with guitar and singing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming today. And thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for this week. For State of the Arts, I'm Brooke Janes. Have a great day.
Well, thank you, Brooke. And Dawn, there's been a lot of controversy in the Catholic Church whether or not the priest should be allowed to marry.
Right. I heard of that as well. And the whole issue, I think what it comes to is they're talking about possibly just discussing if they should get rid of the idea of them not being able to marry. So I think what's on the table, or they're looking at the idea, if they can marry, and a lot of people want to know, if they do marry and get a spouse, will they be able to devote the same amount of time to the church with being married, you know? So, and, but I think it's an interesting topic, and how do you feel about it? Personally, I think it's all right.
You know, I think it's all right too. I am not personally from a Catholic background. I am a non-denominational Christian. So in my church, the priests are allowed to marry. They're not forced into a life of celibacy, I guess. And I don't think it's affected them in any way, their duties or their time spent or their energy or anything like that. And I think that it's fine for them to do that.
Okay, well, as this has been our first show, and you know, we're wrapping up things, and I'm getting to know you as well, but tell us something about yourself that our viewers don't know.
Well, you know, I want to be a talk show host.
All right.
That is, you know, kind of why I auditioned for this little Midstate magazine. Ideally, I want to be Kelly Ripa. Basically, from Live with Kelly. I want to be her. I think she's awesome. That's the type of show I want. Also in the direction of the Ellen DeGeneres show. With, you know, minus some of the certain characteristics, but I love it.
That's great. Okay, so if an audience member, or let's say myself, how about this? You're new to the show. What advice would you give children coming into maybe college or trying to break into this work field, just like you went through the audition yourself, on nerves? Give them advice on how to keep your nerves down and read the script. What would you say? You know, I would say just do it. Whatever happens, happens. I've always had the mentality that, you know, you've got everything to gain but nothing to lose. So, I mean, just going out there and trying it, and if you don't get it the first time, try it 100 times more, because it's just going to get easier every single time. Positivity is key. I like that. That was a great answer. Yes. You know what? And it's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much. I can't wait till we continue this. And me too. I had a lot of fun. Yes, it's been good. You know, and as an overview of everything happening, we've talked about many topics, and we'll keep doing that. Sure. And that's all the time we have for Midstate Magazine. I'm Don McClure. And I'm Kayla Neitz. Have a great night.